We started a new curriculum in May and we're so excited to be partnering with you through this. I wanted to show you what the counter space is going to look like when you walk in the room. It's going to look a little bit different. You won't have teaching pictures anymore, but you will have your teaching plan that you will have access to through Planning Center before you walk in. Sign-in sheets, material box, colors, and instead of seeing the green and blue bins that you were used to seeing, you will now have all the materials you need for your classroom in Ziploc bags in order in a caddy that looks just like this. Now you'll have all of your activity cards stapled like this, and inside of your bin you will only have Ziploc bags with the activities that require supplies. That way when you're done you can put it back inside the Ziploc bag and in the bin in case it is used again at the 11 o'clock hour. For activity 1, we're going to do Gideon's torch. You're going to get a piece of paper that you'll roll up like a cone and add some streamers to represent fire and talk about how Gideon did some brave things and God can use us no matter what. For today's lesson on activity 2, we're going to talk about Gideon and how God used him and how he trusted God with everything he had. We have to do the same thing. Trust God in everything we do and he will use our life. Activity 3 is called Picture Post. This activity has several things that we need to do. First thing is we need to hide these pictures around the room. Once we've hid them, kids will find them and bring them together and put them in order. Then they will do a pose of whatever the picture says, and we'll take a picture of them before moving on to the next pose. For this next activity, we're going to play charades, and they're called Not So Confident Charades. Now you'll have the kids sit down, and then one of them will come to the center and pick a card. All these things that are in a card are things that wouldn't be so easy to do and would maybe make them feel not so confident or kind of nervous. So for example, one would say giving a speech. They would have to act it out and the people would have to guess what it was. After this, we can talk to them about how confidence does not come from us, but it comes from God, and that is what gives us real confidence. Activity 5 is our first activity for the 11 o'clock service, and it's simply a coloring page of Gideon. For activity 6, we're going to have us talk about what we learned last week. Last week we learned about confidence, and just have them share some times where they have maybe not felt so confident and God has helped them be braver in what they were doing. Activity 7 is this week's lesson. We're going to review what has already been taught in large rooms, and we're going to remind them that God can use them no matter what. For activity 8, we're going to replay the game of Not So Confident Charades. Have fun, and thank you so much.